All things considered, I don't think I'm that late. How are you guys doing? What is up? I didn't quit YouTube, if people are thinking that. I think a few people thought that. So, if you're confused why I'm live, it's because I'm still doing YouTube. But anyways, today, we're back to the grind. We've got a brand new, I think it's actually been out for a little bit now, but pretty much brand new Gengar SP shell. I'm pretty excited for this. I was starting to think that they didn't include this piece for a second. It's over here, it's in the bag, it's alright. Hey, and it's all in just one bag. It didn't have to be separated within the same bag where I have to rip it apart. That's so nice. It's one positive thing I'll say about the funny playing shell. But anyways, we'll get into that in a little bit. Let's say hello to some people, potentially. Maybe people are in some ads, because we've got at least 11 people in here to start. Got more likes than people, I love it. I'm gonna push all of this stuff very carefully off to the side. I'll put my phone up here where it's supposed to be. And there we go. We have a couple of Game Boy Advances, some colors, some Game Boy Pockets. I actually will have to put a light pipe in this one. You joke, you kid, but I will. We actually sold, I don't know why I do the whole we thing, it's me. I actually sold one of the DMGs. Thank you to that person, I forgot your name. It's a little zoomed in there. There we go, you can see all the mess. And if you're wanting Gengar but in a better form factor, in my opinion, better form factor, and it comes in a box, I've got this guy all ready to go. So, there you go. This is what we currently have available. If you like any of them, if you want any of them. Plus, there's still 6 macros for sale. So, if you want any and all this stuff, you can find it at the link in the description down below. And while I put this away, if you want me to say your name when I say hello to everybody, now's the time to say something, anything in chat. Not anything, within reason, you know. Don't go crazy. I really like this one, by the way. I think this pocket is super cool. I finally got some of the Famitsu lenses. I love this one. Plus, I'm really liking the monotone colors now. It's probably gonna be my thing for a while. I used to really like just doing black accents or white accents. Now I'm just like, okay, match everything. Okay. Oh, and it's kind of in use right now. I've got my cord on top of it, but the extreme green GameCube, this color GameCube, is also ready and up for sale. Finally fixed that one. The wires were too long. Someone suggested that. Actually, a few of you suggested that. You're correct. Alright, put that off to the side. You can actually leave these off to the side. Well, that's not the right color. And making it easy for me. We got Greg, 2 cups of milk, DJ Ames, my mom, and Iroi. I don't know if that's actually your name or if it's like an acronym. Della Brina. We'll go with that. Della Brina. Call you Della. Hello. How are you guys doing? I probably butchered the heck out of that one, but anyways. Let's pull up the live view. Oh, actually, let's end the poll, even though it's a good advertiser for the podcast. And I guess we'll just jump into talking about that while I tear these things down. I started a podcast. I don't know why I'm flipping it back over. Hey, Nick. There's my screwdriver. It's been 2 weeks. It's been longer since I've actually touched a Game Boy. It's crazy. But I started a podcast, and I'm not gonna be posting as much as I have been. I'm gonna be posting a sane amount of videos and stuff on this channel. Oh, come on now. This is what happens when you treat your consoles like crap. They are hard to open up. There we go. Because of dirt and with dirt. Okay. But yeah, I started a podcast because it's well, one, it's a lot of fun, and I get to talk about video games in a longer format, because I really like to talk about video games and stop just talking to my parents about games that they know nothing about and will probably forget everything I said as soon as I walk away. Not because they don't listen, it's just because they don't they don't know a ton about Zelda, so neither do I. But I'm excited for this. I know it's not gonna be like my big break or anything. I mean, it could be. Never know. But I just know it's not gonna be like super popular off the bat. But I have one of those sub counter things, and I swapped the main channel for the backlog club, so I can actually see it go up by 1 instead of just up every 100. It's kind of cool. But yeah, if you want to watch me or just listen to me talk about video games, if you want to join the club, youtube.com/@thebacklogclub. I hate that they added the @ There's no need. I feel like there's no need to have handles. But either way, I guess yeah, never mind. There are reasons for handles, but not in the link. I don't need it in the @ in the link. But if you didn't see anything about the podcast, if you're just now hearing about it for the first time, the way I've described it to everyone is that it's a book club for video games. All of us collectors, and even people who don't collect, have probably a lot of games that they've never played before. Maybe it's your PS Plus catalog racking up. Maybe you've spent way too much money on Steam sales for games that are like 5 cents, but you never end up playing them. This is an avenue to get to play more games and get the backlog taken care of, so you're not just staring at a bunch of games on your shelf that you've never played. You can actually say you've played them and have opinions and thoughts on them, and maybe it'll prevent you from, I don't know, buying an entire series worth of games without playing a single one of them. Maybe you'll learn that you don't like Zelda and that you don't want to collect them all. What? I didn't spoil anything. But yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. We'll talk about this later. But this was a cool fix that I did. But yeah. I'm excited for the podcast, and you should definitely go subscribe to it. First episode is Ocarina of Time. If you want to follow along, which we definitely recommend because it's like a book club, go play Ocarina of Time. You can play it while you listen to this, it's fine. Yeah, it is definitely hard to find the time. That's like half the reason why I wanted to do this podcast is because it would make me feel like it was okay to sit and play video games for multiple hours at a time, multiple days a week, because it's for something that will make me money. It's productive. Doesn't make me a ton of money right now. It makes me split $4.14. There is a Patreon if you want to watch the first episode. It is live now, and almost every episode will be up a week in advance because we're gonna definitely record these ahead of time. Tomorrow I'm recording 2 with Jordan. Come on. There we go. Hi, Mikey. Oh yeah, I forgot CSGO or CS2 is out now. That we will not be playing for the podcast. That's another thing I want to talk about. Originally, episode 2 was going to be Portal. We recorded a whole episode on it. It was the first time we did one that wasn't the intro podcast. It was the first actual game podcast, not just talking about us in the podcast. It just wasn't that good. And there's really not that much that I could talk about. Jordan could talk about it a little more with Portal. I could not. It's a good game, but I don't know, it's not the most story-rich, in my opinion. And gameplay is good, so we tried. It's not gonna happen. We're most likely gonna replace it with Metroid Dread, I should specify, and potentially Pikmin 3. We haven't decided the order since we're mixing it up. I think we should. Did I say Pikmin 3? Pikmin 1. Goodness. But anyways, schedule is in the video, and we'll probably put up the schedule in the YouTube community post, the official schedule after we record these tomorrow, because that's when we're gonna decide after we've recorded them. But I want to talk about this for a second. So, only one of them is going to be the Gengar shell. It is a very expensive shell. It's either 50 or 60 bucks. I don't remember, but I think it's 60. This is a fix that I found on the internet. This is not something that I see many people talk about. So, it was having sound issues. I want to say it was quiet. I think it was quiet sound. And I cleaned and replaced this guy, which probably needs to be cleaned again because it's just a little stiff, but as long as it works, it's fine. I replaced the capacitor. I cleaned the crap out of this. I did everything that I could. I reflowed. I think this one might be the sound chip. This might be the power chip. It says amp on it, so I'm going to guess this is the sound chip. I reflowed it. Nothing. Then I found one video on YouTube, and I feel like I feel bad. I should know the guy's name, but he just went through the progressions of each, like, try this, if that doesn't work, then try this, and like the order of operations, the most likely to the least likely. But I got to the point where he said, put a wire from the positive end of the capacitor to the audio ground. The audio ground. And that worked like a charm. All I had to do was that, and I've done it 2 more times since, I think. Which is, it's a problem I've never had, and then I just had it 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. All from like the same lot, I'm pretty sure. But it's kind of crazy. Anyways, if you have sound issues, if it's quiet and you can't adjust it with the volume slider, it might not be the volume slider. It might be this guy. So yeah. Gotta carefully remove that. Okay. But here is the Gengar shell. Now this, I have a few problems with it that I just want to address now. Probably mention them more as I get to them. But it's one of the new Funny Playing shells that are extremely glossy, and I don't know if there is an extreme gloss. They're very shiny, they're glossy, and they are polished. So they are prone to scratches. And in fact, oh, there's a hair. This is already scratched up on the bottom. This is how I received it. It's not like scratched, but like you shine it in the light and you see every little piece of dust that has come across it. You can kind of see it in the reflections. But I don't like that because it just is gonna make it impossible to keep nice. I don't know why Funny Playing decided to go that route. It looks cool. Like, yeah, the polished look is nice, but as soon as you actually use this, it does not. The design is great though. This is from RGRS. They just took their shell and they put their design on it. This looks awesome, but I believe that they could have and probably should have just printed it like this instead of the entire case together. But I can assume that the micro scratching came from either the factory, Funny Playing's factory, or it came during the printing process. So, unfortunate thing with this. I also have a couple of issues. Like I don't like that these are tiny. The screw holes kind of hard to see. I mean, the screw holes aren't tiny. It's the holes for the rubber pads. They're different. They are not the same as normal. But yeah. I have other complaints. Also, this is on RGRS. I don't think Funny Playing sells buttons with it, but for the price that this costs, I know the printing is not cheap, but man, not including even basic gray buttons and stuff with this is really lame, in my opinion. Because I believe it's 60 bucks. I want to check that real quick. We got 40 people in here. Hello. While I check the price of this, if you haven't hit that like button, you should do so right now. Alright, let's go UV printed shells, SP. I wish I could show you my screen right now. Yeah, $58.99 along with all the rest of them that, well, not all of them, but the classic ones like the Arcanine, the Suicune, the Rayquaza, those come with buttons. The ones that they've started doing. But now when they're doing the glossy shell, the same price doesn't come with buttons. Comes with significantly less stuff. And same price. I don't like that. But yeah. Alright. A few of you liked it. We got 40 people in here and 26 likes. That just doesn't add up. Come on, people. I'm kidding. I don't care that much. Anyways, Hey, so while I'm thinking about it, I will carefully set that down. And I will be stealing the, because these pins don't even come with it, as far as I'm aware. Yeah. We will use we'll use this set of pins because those were rusty. I just realized it also doesn't come with one of these. That is also lame. I mean, it's lame on Funny Playing's part too, but it's even more lame that like just drop the price a little bit. I think I'm gonna need do I need the nut too? It comes with the nut. Okay. So I'm gonna need that shielding. That is also kind of gross. I think I might just, if it was mine, I would just forego this piece, the shielding. I'll try and clean it up a little bit. Mikey, you wouldn't know if they haven't liked or subscribed. Plus, they can't chat unless they are subscribed for at least 5 minutes. So, in a way, they already are doing that. That's automatically done. But thank you for asking. Okay. In this scenario, I probably would have swapped these buttons anyways, but I think throwing in the basic black SP buttons would be awesome. Even the light gray ones, the dark gray ones, I guess dark gray would be more accurate. Just something. Also, I hate messing with the springs. I probably did all of this like off camera. Oops. Yeah, dealing with the springs is a little annoying. It's not as bad. The SP ones are fine, but the DS Lite ones are brutal. It gets even worse when you go into the 3DSs. Oof. Don't like those. Okay. Now we are kitted out for that. We can... Oh. Okay. It makes sense to put this stuff in the screen. They put it in here. That's why I didn't find it. Okay, I take back what I said. But still, buttons should be included. I will swap these out real quick. I'm not gonna swap out the pins. That's a little excessive. But this has a little rust on it. It's a little gross. Okay. I was gonna say I don't remember this happening because I've used this once before in a video that will probably never come out. Because I used one of their shells for the ITA video I was working on. And I just did not like it, but I didn't remember it not coming with this stuff. Okay, yeah, these are fine not to swap out unless they're like taller for some reason, but I don't think they are. Okay. I think that's just with the slate. They need to be shorter or something. Okay. Hit us with my top 5 GBA games. That's a bit harder to do than the Game Boy games, the original Game Boy games, because there's a lot better Game Boy Advance games. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna save it for another video, because even though it didn't do that well, I want to do a video like I just did with the NSL games for GBA, and that is pretty much gonna be my top 5. It'll be my top 10. But I will say, obviously, Pokemon. Really all the Pokemon games for the GBA are amazing, and you should also, what was I gonna say? I am blanking. You should also play the Metroid games. Metroid, Kirby, and Pokemon are must plays on the GBA. I'll leave it at that. There you go, top 3. Metroid Zero Mission is my favorite of the 2 Metroid. Fusion's good. I still love Fusion, but I love Zero Mission, and I really want them. I want them to remake all of the Metroid games in the Dread engine. Just make them Dread, but the old games. Okay. Let's keep going. I think this is actually the piece I want to lay down. And we are going to be using a special color lens. And I had to get another one of these out because I thought like a couple weeks ago when I needed a new ribbon cable. Because sometimes they just are bad out of the factory. It's very rare though. I was like, oh, I don't know what I would use the pink one for, so I'll just steal it from that. And then I'm like, oh, I kind of want to use the pink one with this. So here we are using the pink lens. Goodness. Can we just line this up? There we go. Plug in. Plug in. Plug in. Please go in. Okay. I have not struggled with one of these connectors in a long time. Which makes me nervous that I'm going to break it. There we go. Cool. Pink. Dang it. I also just realized this doesn't have an insert like they normally do. Even less stuff. RGRS usually does an insert for the background. I've always liked those. That's alright. It's dark enough that you can't really see what's going on in there. That's probably why they did it and didn't do it. Alright. Did they do anything Tri-Wing? Hold on, I'm gonna cover the screen here so I can look. I think they're all Phillips heads, which is fine by me. Never been much of a Metroid fan. Missing out, dude. That's fine. Not much of a Zelda fan. I still want to give more of them a shot. Like, not to spoil podcast number 1. So you telling me that these are not meant for the V2 screens? Are these meant only for funny playing screens? Because if they are, I'm going to be very upset right now. Because I have nothing to go in here. Maybe a drop-in screen would work, but man. Okay, let's recalibrate here. Because this is not flying. I don't know if you can properly see that. That's not good. Too much. See, Super Metroid is my least favorite. Mainly because it's the oldest one I've played. I haven't played the Game Boy version of Metroid 2, and I haven't played the original Metroid. I've only played Zero Mission. I've only played the remakes, so... I think Funny Playing decided that they want to be big stinkers and don't want to support the V2 kits that they themselves used to make. Wow, okay. Oh, that just makes me so upset. I'm so frustrated, actually. It's so dumb. They can fit an ITA screen in here, but they can't fit... Man. Funny Playing. Here, I do have one idea. There are some posts here, but I feel like if I do a little bit of that, a little bit of that, we might be in business. We might be in business. Oh. No. I need to take out like that whole section. I need to take out this whole section right there, and I don't think that's something I want to do. Oh man. Good thing I haven't talked about, or I haven't done the SP comparison video yet. There goes that wire. Oh, it's right there. Perfect. Will I unfortunately have to use a plain black lens? Will this even work? It should. Yep. Okay. I think they did that on purpose. One, there was absolutely no reason that they needed to change up their design, because they already had a mold for it. Unless they just stole someone else's. All this time before. Or maybe they didn't actually have shells and I just thought they did. But either way, there was no need to deviate other than to make sure it fits with the IPS screens. But just like their Game Boy Advance shells, they decide, oh, we'll make it only work with our kits. Which this isn't their kit either. I'm just grateful that I have a drop-in kit. Man, I was really wanting to do a pink lens, but I cannot. V5 it is. The last Zelda you liked was Twilight Princess. I've heard that's a good one. Okay. Now we can put these little things in, which I don't like these either. I wish they were the bigger ones. I think it just looks like Uncanny Valley with them all being so small. Just looks wrong. My dad is trying to make fun of me, which I don't even know if that many people are going to get it or know who this person is, but I was looking up the People's Court because that got canceled, and that's a show that mostly my mom, but my family watches. And I was like, why did they cancel it? I didn't really figure out why, because when I was Googling what happened to, and then I just didn't put in the People's Court yet, the first answer was Toby Keith, which is a country singer, if you didn't know. And there were people saying that he died. He is still alive. And my family finds it funny that I messed up because I read someone say something online. I don't know. I don't think it was that funny. Anyways, I feel like there was other stuff that I wanted to talk about, but I'm blanking on it right now. I guess we will continue with this one. I'm already going at a worse pace than I was hoping. I was hoping to do this fast. But, I guess I probably shouldn't have done a funny playing shell. Oh, there goes that. Okay, we're gonna mix and match here. I'm gonna do this. Actually. Okay. Let's see if I can do it better this time. Easy. Easy peasy. Probably should peel this. And see how this just magically... Wait, trying to get the foam right. It's magically... Can you just stay the way I'd like you to stay? Goodness gracious. Yeah, it still didn't stay that straight. Oh well. I don't make the designs. I made a design, but I don't make the designs, so unless there is a Merrill Game Boy shell that I can buy off the shelf, I will not. So that's the only way I would, is if you could link me to one. But you just have to tell me where it is, if there was one, because you can't send links in here. I guess you could send a link in the Discord. Yeah, I don't have a UV printer. I don't have access to one without custom ordering it, and I don't do custom orders, so. Okay. Swap back to the Tri-Wing. Go. Which IPS kit do you use on the red pocket? Does it adjust brightness using the contrast wheel? Yes. It's the funny playing one. That's what I use. Sorry to take a while to answer that one. Okay. Let's see. Oops, that's not the right one. Oops. Struggling with the rubber pads today. Okay. Now, I feel like I have not been keeping a good pace, and there's some of these there. Welcome back. Okay. I was about to take a drink of the isopropyl alcohol. I was like, I'm thirsty, and I reached for that. Okay. Wires. We've got 2 wires there. Roll with those. And get some solder out since kind of need that. Here's 1. Here's 2. Throw in my tweezers. There we go. Okay, let's put these in before I forget. Gosh, that scared me. Ugh. I feel like that was turned up louder. Thank you. Ayub? Is that how you say your name? Is it AED? Where's that? Is that gonna be the Emirates? The Arab Emirates denomination? Thank you. I have no idea what that translates to, but thank you. Okay. Let's swap over to Philips. So most of the rest of it's gonna be Philips. I feel like I should probably use the funny playing screws for this. Okay. This piece. Here. Oops. Why does this not want to go in? There we go. That is really tight. My funny playing GBC is still having touch sensor issues, and I'm considering getting an IPS pocket. Either that or I'll wait for funny playing FPGA GBC to be released. I mean, I haven't touched it. I don't know if that's gonna be any good. My faith in funny playing, every time I try something new of theirs, my faith just goes down. Which I think man, I kind of want to make a video on it, but also I don't want to be negative, but at the same time, it's like I feel like I should share my thoughts on that company, but I just have a feeling, like everything else they've released, pretty much ever, it's gonna release in an unfinished state, and you're gonna want to wait to get the next version or the 4th version of it. Is this a bad... Okay. I was struggling to put the cap on this hinge, and I thought it'd be very funny if it didn't work while I was complaining about funny playing stuff not being good. We gotta do it a second time though, so we'll see. Maybe this one's gonna be better. Surprised they don't make proprietary hinges that are worse. Maybe that's their next move, or maybe I just gave them an idea, I don't know. Jeez. Okay. Can you just go in without breaking, please? Man. Okay. Okay, well, I got one in. That just never makes me feel good. Okay. It's in and I don't think it cracked. That's good. I don't know if this is screwed down all the way. Famous last words. Okay. There was a little bit of a gap there. Whew. Okay, now I think I can put this in without having it fall out again. Rubber pads. Why didn't I think of that? You know what? I don't know if I have any other rubber pads. I might have to once again steal them from the one we just used. So that'll require some cleaning. Man, this shell just gets worse as we go. Man, do I have... Got some. These seem clean. Well, some of these seem clean. Okay. Oh, okay. I just don't have the glowy D-pad. Eh, I should have them all match. If I had a glowy D-pad, then I would use that, because ghost, glow in the dark, it just makes sense. Okay. Leave that there. Isn't it crazy? I mean, I don't like the tape here, but... Oh, it's got the buttons pre-installed. Look at that. Oh, it's got this, the shielding. Pre-installed. Crazy. Oh, it's got membranes in there too. No way. We don't need that one yet. We need this. This piece of cardboard holding the buttons into place is an amazing thing in itself. I love that. Whoever came up with that idea, I love you. Well, thank you, Ayub. If I'm still saying that right. It's not about the money. It's the thought that counts. Okay. I also like the little... Is that a Shiba? Looks like a dog. It could be a fox, though. It's really small on my screen. Okay. What was I doing? This piece de resistance. Come on. There we go. Okay. Oh, I gotta do the hinges. I'm like, wow, why did that go so much faster? Because I haven't done half of it. But still, this is gonna take no time at all because it's crazy how simple that goes in. Wow, no fuss. Wrong way. That was user error. This is just beautiful. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom. Wow, it's crazy how easy that was. I'm just really salty. I'm very salty right now. I don't like this shell, and now I have to deal with it like 5 more times. I guess if you like one of the funny playing designs, that the ones that they saw on their website, or I think this is the only other one. But yeah. If you like the Bulbasaur, the other Gengar, the Jigglypuff, why did I have to get their Pikachu one? Man. And then be ready to buy them now, because I don't think I will ever get another one of these funny playing shells. Whew. Soldering time. Let's do that. Probably add some solder to these points because neither of them have them. Okay, we're also going to just do a little bit of flux, a little bit of flux. Cool. These are way too far apart. I'm gonna go under the buttons this time. Actually, no, just kidding. I do not want to do that. Oh boy. Okay. Now we're done with soldering. Woo! Probably take out. I should take this out and probably put the speaker in, huh? Might not be the easiest to press the buttons with this in there. I did something in the settings that was supposed to make it so it would refresh the list of the store notifications every time I opened up Streamlabs. It has not done that. I just wish that they would all come on at the beginning. Like when I open it up, all the ones that have happened while it's been closed would just go. To happen, boom, 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 and they'd be caught up. That wouldn't be so bad. Be a little annoying still. A lot better than this. Okay. Double check that. It's really hard to see. This is not the clearest shell. And I guess I'll keep using theirs. This just seems too long. Just seems like it's too long of a screw. Gosh, and then that's another thing with these screws. Like, almost every, I think it's more the screw hole than the screws, but almost every screw, especially when it's the first time being inserted, you can feel when it's at its end. This just flows the same at every point, and so that's why I'm always like when it's done, because it's just like, alright, I'm stopping now, and it doesn't feel like it's all the way in. See, I don't know if that's because they're too long or it's because of the polish. I guess we'll see, but you can see very clearly where those screws are. Okay, maybe not. There we go. You can see where those screws are. No screw yet. Yeah, I guess maybe it's just the polish, because you can still very clearly see those screw holes. I don't think you can. I guess you can in a different way, but like you see everything on this one. I don't know. Maybe that's a little too nitpicky. Maybe I'm just frustrated. Definitely frustrated. Okay. I can zoom out now. Okay. Nut. Gotta peel this tape. And it's going to be covered up by a sticker. I just needed that to come out. And tweezers. That one. And there's that one. I think that's it. Oh goodness. Are we gonna shut? Maybe I do need to use the posts that are included. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like this. Okay. I will swap these out. Yes, I'm going to sell these two once we can actually finish this. Where did I put those? Alright, there they are. This nightmare of a shell. once it's done, it will be up for sale. Yeah, I think these are shorter. Ooh, dude, this tape is so annoying. I just need a more better protected surface. Okay. There we go. It was those stupid posts. Really need to have proprietary posts there? Why don't you just model the shell after the original and then make the changes you need to? Simple to me. Pretty simple to me. Alright. Let's just finish this one up, because this is all Phillips all day. Nice. That's another video. I'm gonna redo, I feel like I said this last time, but I'm going to redo my Analog Pocket review. Just because I've got more things to say about that company. You can also see little spots where the rubber pads normally rest. Show those off in a second. That's gonna need to be a little flatter. Okay. But I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. Oh yeah, you can faintly see it on the camera. There's where the rubber pad sits. This rubber pad sits right there. Looks like a little grease spot when you your hands are greasy, you touch it and it leaves a little fingerprint. But instead it's from the rubber pieces. That's nice. Okay. Battery. Guess you get to see me screw this in super close up. And let's finish this up. Analog definitely should have made more units available. They also should have announced that they were doing all those extra colors, the transparent colors, with the glow-in-the-dark one. Because I think they knew that not many people would want the glow-in-the-dark one if they knew that the other ones were coming. I mean, I think they still would have sold out. I just don't think they would have generated nearly as much hype as the transparent ones. And they also purposely do a limited amount, so you buy them in a panic, and then, I mean, I was about to say, there's also a conspiracy that is probably maybe true that they that they sell them themselves on eBay after the fact, so they can make a little extra money. But there's no proof of that I know of. But with how scummy they are and their other practices, I wouldn't put it past them. Anyways, let's put this battery in, the cover on, let's put some stickers on. And I don't think that this came with stickers either. Which is fine, I've got plenty of stickers. But I just find it funny. There we go. And, oh, these stickers too. The whole checkout process sucked. I don't know if there's a peel on the top of this. There is, okay, cool. I was gonna say I'm gonna leave it just in case I don't scratch it. Come on. I know that there's a clear plastic one on this too. Okay, well, I'm not gonna force it, but if you buy it, you can take it off. Anyways, yeah, let's test it. Get the tester out. We'll start with this one because everybody else wants to see this one. Make you wait a little bit. B, A, left and right, right. Ooh. Down is not, or left is not working as intended. It works if you press it really hard. Okay, I'll fix that. Does it have to do with the fact that this is very dead? I don't think so, but. Huh. Well, it might be turning off because I'm pressing really hard on the left. That's where actually the battery connection on the other side. I will still list this just because I know I can fix it. So. Actually, I won't list it. Okay, it's gotta work though. Okay, cool. See, don't do that to me. I won't list this one unless someone wants it right now. If you want the extreme green one, if you want to reserve it, then I'll list it now so you can reserve it. But I forgot this just doesn't get nearly as bright. Cool. Well, it's not entirely how I imagined it, but it works. It's weird it has like a slight delay. Not that time. Okay, weird. Anyways, this one's good. This one I will list now, but again, if you want the extreme green one, you want to make sure you reserve it, I will list that for you if you want. If not, I will drop my pop socket off my phone, and I'll fix it and then list it later. And let's go to Shopify. I'm going to list it now, so if you want to buy this Gengar SP, you can go to the link in the description, retroremaster.com/collections/ SPs, or SP. I think it's just SP. But the link's in the description, that's all that matters. Oh, that's the other thing that I want to mention. I will try to remember to go over that in just a moment. I just gotta find the right listing to duplicate. And do Gengar. I have to do this off screen. I don't want to accidentally leak anything. And we can add one to inventory. Take a picture. I said take a picture, not add a camera. There we go. Let me turn it on. Man. I can't even, like, it just looks so scuffed up and smudgy instantly. Yeah. That's just gonna have scratches on it, man. Like, the glass is more scratch resistant than this is. Don't recommend the mirror shells, but this is a cool design. Okay, I'll finish listing it now. Almost dropped my phone. No, I don't want to cancel. I want to save it. I just want to be done taking pictures. Okay, and it is going to be $250 because even though I complained about it all stream, it's still a $60 shell. So just like all the other expensive SP shells, this will also be expensive. But it's officially listed. Might need to refresh the page. We've got 2 pictures of it up there. If you want it, it can be yours right now. I'm going to have to probably replace the left button, even though it feels great. I might try charging it up first. I doubt that's the reason why it's not working. But it's not impossible. Also need to tighten up the screws a little bit more. But yeah. There you have it, folks. I don't like the new funny playing shells. I just don't. But that's going to be it for me today. If you want to see what else we have in stock, you can go check out the website, or you can check out the beginning of the stream. And I hit the right button this time. Thank you all for coming out. If you have not heard, I am doing a podcast now. The first official episode comes out on Saturday on the Backlog Club channel. I don't have it linked in the description, but you can find it at the Backlog Club. It's at the Backlog Club on every social media. We're working on an audio version of the podcast, but if you want to learn more about it, if you want to learn more about me and my co-host Jordan, go check out the Backlog Club now, because we have a little intro, an episode 0, if you will, up now. So go check it out. And yeah, look forward to the podcast on Saturday, or you can go watch episode 1 right now if you're a member of the Patreon. If you're a patron, you can go watch that now. It's $5 a month. So yeah, every podcast will come out a week early. So the next podcast will come out at the same time as this week's podcast. It's a little confusing. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys. That was a good snap. That was a great snap. Oh, those are cute little heart emojis.